You know when people are like, my man was amazing last night and then I woke up today and he's a totally different person. What if I told you every time you go to sleep, especially when you go to sleep, the person you wake up next to is not the same person? The thing is, we are not evolved enough to see the changes. So I'm glad that I can see the changes. But you go to sleep with one man and wake up with another, depending on what thoughts you had before you went to sleep, and all throughout the day. So when a man ghosts you and he just disappears, or he tries or he comes, you know how sometimes they come and they're nice, other days they're cold and mean, and it kind of seems like you don't even have the same man. That's because you don't have the same man. When people switch up on you, I want you to start seeing it as a whole different human. This stuff is a lot. I stutter a lot because I don't know what people are ready to know. But then if I don't say it, who's going to say it, right? I waited like 12 years. Nobody's saying it. I changed every single person that knows me's life. And still nobody's saying it. I'm waiting. So I guess I got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. So listen, it's going to take a lot of people out of a job. I think that's why I also don't speak, because even psychics, like, if you ask me, Mia, am I going to get the job? Yes. Without a shadow of a doubt, I could tell you yes. Am I going to get rich? Yes. Am I going to be poor? Yes. Am I not going to get the job? Yes. Is he cheating? Yes. Is he faithful? Yes. Because every single possibility is there. So all you can ask me is, Mia, how can I get to my desired? Like, how can I get to and stay in my desired timeline? Because like I said, you are switching every second. So if for a minute you feel extremely wealthy, the timeline where you're wealthy starts to light up. You're going to start to merge into it. Your consciousness is going to start to slowly merge into it. So when you're having bad thoughts, you're slowly merging into the bad realities, right? So imagine how bad it is to be mentally unstable. As a psychologist, I'm going to tell you where we're going to start if you want to change is going to be to stabilize the energy you're putting out. Stabilize the mind. I guarantee you there's nobody right now that has an unstable life and an unstable relationship who has a stable mind. It starts up here. Then it goes to the heart. Then it manifests. I'm rich. I feel rich. It's going to project out. But I'm rich and I feel rich. But then I looked at my bank statement and now I feel poor again. You see? I'm merging in and out of realities. I'm rich. I feel rich. My bank account says 0. Fuck it. This is the old reality. This is the world of shadows. This is the past. Obviously, my bank account is still at 0 because first of all, I'm unstable. I was unstable for 30 plus years, right? So I can't be shocked that it's going to go in and out. I'm going to weave in and out of realities. But once you get your ego, once you bypass the ego, because the ego is really everybody's downfall. Once you tell the ego, look, we're going to get to where we need to get to. Shut the fuck up, move. When you tell the ego, shut the fuck up, you got to start talking back to yourself. When you start to feel rich, say you're rich, then feel rich, and then you start to see things falling apart, and your ego says, girl, you are not rich, you are poor. You got to tell the ego, shut the fuck up. That's really how I started. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, they didn't teach you anything. They really didn't teach you nothing. The truth is so far from what we're learning. You're going to stay stuck in the same timeline over and over and over again. Groundhog's Day. Tell the ego, shut the fuck up. Say you're rich. Feel you're rich. And when you don't see riches outside of you, ignore it. Ignore it. Stay diligent to what you see up here. The real reality is up here until it projects out. And then by the time it projects out, consider it the past. Once something is solidified, you are officially in the past. So when the ego's screaming, girl, see, told you we're poor. One, you tell it, shut the fuck up. Two, you keep reminding yourself, okay? Until consciousness fully awakens. Remind yourself, because your ego is going to try to fight it. Remind yourself that what you're seeing right now is the past. It's the past. You cannot trip over the past. You created this. You don't trip over your creation. Don't trip. It's the past. If I can see it and I can feel it and I can taste it and I can smell it, it's the dead world. It's solidified and it's old. The real world up here in imagination. That's actually the real world, not this. This is the past. You're walking amongst the dead. He calls it the dead world, and you're walking amongst the dead. I think that's what Neville Goddard said. This is the dead world. And when you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I was ghosted. Oh, he would love me last night. We were on a date, but today he's an asshole. You don't have the same man. I guarantee you, if you ever tell me what's going on in your life, I could trace it back to a thought and an emotion. If that man woke up and ghosted you, the one that took you on a date that loved you and the one that ghosted you, two different entities. I see the parallel realities. I know. When my friends tell me, oh, somebody just did me dirty. Oh, yeah? But what were you thinking about? What are they projecting back to you? Even if it's not something you're conscious of, it's something you're unconsciously moving through. It could be old parental stuff, whatever. But regardless, I can trace it back to a thought. That man did not ghost you. You ghosted yourself. He's a projection. You went into another timeline. So separate the guy that took you on a wonderful date from the guy that ghosted you. Two different entities. And the reason why you got the one that ghosted you is because you thought thoughts that aligned with the one that ghosted you. Two different people. You're not really as angry. Always trying to get that man from the past to come back. Oh, I want him to be the person he was in the beginning. You were a different person in the beginning. That's why he was a different person in the beginning. Now you're literally with a different person because of your thoughts caught up with you. Little story time, quick story time. Just to prove this to the people closest to me, what I did is I changed my shoe, right? Obviously, I'm not going to go. I changed the brand. So before I went to sleep, I had Adidas shoe, my gym shoes, right? Woke up the next day, same exact shoes, same location, but they were now Nikes. Nobody ever questions me. I mean, the people that know me, I prove these things and it drives them insane. If you go back and look at my first video that I ever posted, look at my friends. They know this and they're always like shocked, right? But I can telepathically like hear people and shit. So they always get overwhelmed by that, but they love it. Now listen, the shoe, we went to sleep with an Adidas shoe. Woke up with a Nike shoe. The exact same shoe. Same location, but now it's a different name. You think I woke up in the middle of the night and stitched a new name on it? See, my super close, like my family stuff, they get it now. Nothing shocks them anymore. But I did that. I changed the shoe for them. Because one, they're evolved enough. Okay? They're evolved enough. Because honestly, I can't really do this just for anybody. They wouldn't even be in a timeline with me to see that change. But I can, because I've taught my closest friends and family members so much, they're very evolved now. Their ego is bypassed enough for them to see reality switch. They saw me go to sleep with one shoe brand, wake up with a different shoe, same shoe, but a different brand. Now it's Nike in the back instead of Adidas. And all I say is, I told you. And they know. They're like, all right, cool. Now that the ego has enough proof, it's not in my way anymore. I'm about to create reality left and right the way I want to. Every single person I know, gorgeous. And I have friends that couldn't make it out with so many degrees, couldn't make it out of their mom's basement. Now they all making 6-7 figures. You can have anything you want. Bypass the ego first.